What's the relationship between the girls and the guys team?
I think it's pretty close. They obviously hang around each other a good bit, and I think they feed off of each other, actually.
This course suit your team or not suit your team, or what?
I think it suits our team. It's of course you have to go hit it. We can hit it, which is nice, and I don't think there's that much trouble on it from what I understand. So I think the scores might be compressed, which makes it a little bit more interesting for everyone.
If things are going well for you guys on day one, what's happening for you out there on the course?
I think we've got Izzy and Victoria going low, which they're very capable of doing, and then everybody else is kind of status quo.
They mentioned trying to go out and show that they can play with the big schools, and you guys have done it at some points this year. Is that something you think the team thinks about? Hey, we're coming in as an underdog, and we can go out and do this.
Well, I think where we came from, the fall we were not good. This is probably the most improved team in the country, and now can we take the next step? And the next step obviously would be beating some of these teams, which we've done in our history of our program, but these girls necessarily have not done that yet.
There's a difference between believing you can do it and actually going out and doing it. How do you get that mindset with these girls that they can actually do it and make the
I think they're there right now.
Yeah.
I think from a confidence level, that's probably the biggest difference in us in the fall and the spring. Still a very young team.
Right.
But I do believe, we've talked about it. They're going there to beat people, not just show up. So if we're good enough at this point in their career, maybe it happens.
How different is it for you? I'm sorry, for you. You go there last year. It's just you and one girl. Now you got the whole team going there.
I know. Well, it's fun last year because we got to nationals.
Right.
So that was the fun part.
Right.
This is my 7th regional with the team, I think, and this is the first team that really has gone from people in the fall thought we had no shot at getting there to being able to get there.
Right.
So I think that's a huge. Very much different than the past. We've had teams that we knew were going when we started the season pretty much. And this team has just improved to the point they're going to get their shot.
How much fun is that for you, though, to see them
It's
develop?
awesome. It has been – this spring has been just an unbelievable season for us because all coaches have plans.
Right.
And a lot of times they don't work. But the plan really worked this year, and but it's a lot to their hard work.
When you're out there, how much do you tell these girls what the rest of the team is doing because they're not playing together? Do you kind of say, hey, so-and-so's one under, or we got to get it together here? How much do you play into that?
It depends on how I think it's going. Some people you can say scores, some people you don't even touch what somebody else is shooting. It's just it's individual.
Can you touch on what you know about Michael's game and what you could expect out of him at the NCAA tournament?
Awesome player. I just think he's the rock of that team, and he deserves to be where he's at. And I've watched him now for 2 years from afar, and he's one of the best players that's ever been here.
I'm excited to compete again, especially at the regionals level, because last year we didn't get to. And so to be able to go out there and show the big schools what we got, it's exciting.
Yeah, I agree. It's more excitement. I think we're all playing really well. Every single one on the team's playing really well, so we're not nervous. We're just ready to go and get some good rounds in because we're all playing really well.
What do you guys know about the course? Anything, and does it suit y'all's game?
Not much. I know Coach said it's going to suit our games, but of course he's going to say that. But I'm not sure. But I think I think the fairways are pretty wide, so that's good.
Yeah. So basically, if we just get in the fairway, we can score because we've been pretty good with our iron striking. So just make a putt.
What was the key for you guys in the tournament, and winning the tournament, the CAA?
I feel like we all contributed, because we all played solid. We didn't have to count a really high score or anything, and so we all have each other's backs, and we push each other to be better. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think it's important not counting a really high round, and if one of our teammates had a so-so round, the other one, the 5th spot or the 5th player, would always have a better round. And yeah, we just counted good rounds every single day, so that was good.
What do you consider a win out here and going into Monday? What's a win for you guys? What's
a win?
Like a win. What's expectations?
Get in the top 6.
Yeah, I think our goal is nationals.
Yeah, I think we have a really good team. I think we really do have a chance if we play like we have been the whole semester. So, yeah, get in the top 6 spot.
It's one thing though to think and believe you can do it, and it's another to do it. So how do you go out there and actually execute a game plan?
Like our mindset is pretty strong, and we're all confident. And we've grown up playing with these girls and with the teams that are all there, and so they're no different than us. So if we can just go out there and show them that we can compete, it'll be good.
You mentioned the underdog thing, trying to prove something to the big schools. Is that something you guys think about? Do you think you're playing with house money, you can go out there and try to be aggressive?
I feel like we're ready for it. We've been playing in the tournaments that they've had not so good schools like some, but then our big tournaments, like at Briars, we proved that we could compete with them the last 2 days that we played, and so I'm ready. I know you are.
How much because obviously you're not playing together, but how much do you kind of feed off what's going on around the course, and how much do you know what the rest of your team is doing, and is that something you guys can kind of roll with each other? Oh, I know so-and-so's 2 under on the day. Is that something you guys can use?
Yeah, we play right behind each other, so we would play
back to back.
Yeah, back to back. So we kind of, if we're waiting on one of the tees or something, we ask how they're doing, and we kind of have a feel, you can just tell from seeing them. Yeah, we're always right next to each other from hole to hole, so I can tell if she's having a good day or not, and
we push each other, so we can tell each other to get together or keep it up or whatever.
Yep. So we kind of have a feel of how we're doing, but